In a frigid Bloomington, Indiana, as the number 10 Indiana Hoosiers look to take on the skidding number 18 UNC Tar Heels. Coach Hubert Davis brings in his squad on a 2-loss streak. They played 3.5 games over the last 4 days, if you count that 4 overtime losses against Alabama and Portland. This team is drained coming into Indiana, but they are keeping calm, cool, and collected under Coach Davis. Coach Woodson's looking to rally his guys, and they're looking to take down UNC, which has been the biggest game on the schedule since early September. As we are 39 minutes from tip-off here in Bloomington, I'm William Stewart with WIUX. Follow me along on Twitter if you cannot get your updates on WIUX. But if you can't get to a radio, the man behind the camera, Zach Everheim, is on the call along with Griffin Epstein. The battle of the Blue Bloods, the battle of the ACC Big Ten Challenge seeds. Indiana is going to come out victorious for the final as they win 77-65 over UNC Tar Heels. A big game out of the backcourt and a big game out of TJD in the second half. Combining for most of Indiana's points, they take down UNC. The crowd, the fandom, IU fandom, never fails for IU here at home. Mike Woodson was amped after the game. A lot of storming the court here from the cheerleaders, a lot of, just a lot of emotion out of a lot of the team. Sends UNC packing back to Carolina. They will be on a little bit of a break as Indiana's 4-game homestretch seeds. For WIUX, I'm William Stewart. For man behind the camera, Griffin Epstein and Zach Everheim. Good night, everyone at home. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, and Assembly Hall on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Number 5 in the nation, 8-0 Indiana Hoosiers look to host Illinois Fighting Illini, who are 7-1 and unranked currently. Terry Moore is currently 8 wins away from the all-time women's head coaching record. She looks to chip away at that while keeping Mackenzie Holmes in the National Player of the Year award watch. The young Illinois Fighting Illini, coached by Shauna Green, currently 7-1. She looks to get her 8th win in her young career with the Illini. For 99.1, I'm William Stewart. Alex Hines, Adam Oppenheimer, and Riley Woodall are on the call. You can't listen to them. Follow along with me right here on Twitter. I'm William Stewart, 99.1. Okay, I'm still alive. That was a heart-stopper win for the Hoosiers here in Bloomington on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. They get out of here with a win, 65-61 over the Fighting Illini. Morin moves closer. She's now 7 wins away from the all-time Indiana women's head coach record. And Indiana now moves to 9-0 as Illinois will fall to 7-2. An amazing game here in Bloomington. I wish you all could have seen it. A career game for Miss Cook for the Illini, and a great game out of Mackenzie Holmes. Player of the Year watch list. It was just an all-around amazing game. I hope we can get more people out next time for a women's basketball game here in Bloomington. For 99.1 WIUX, I'm William Stewart. For the rest of the broadcast crew, hope you guys have a great NFL Sunday. And on Aiden, the Hoosier Highlight Athlete of the Week is women's volleyball player Maddie Saris. The sophomore outside hitter from Canada has had nothing short of an amazing season so far for the Hoosiers. Her 348.5 points in the season put her at 6th in the Big Ten, and her 3.7 kills a set have her at 5th. More importantly, this past weekend, she recorded 16 kills over the 25th ranked team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines. Only 2 days later, Saris piled up another 15 kills up in East Lansing to help propel the Hoosiers past Sparty. With Saris's play for the first time since 1989, yes, over 30 years ago, an IU volleyball team has won at Michigan and Michigan State in the same season. Hopefully Saris and the ladies can keep it up through their next 2 matches against Rutgers and Purdue. And that's all for Hoosier Highlight this week. Back to you at the desk. Hello, I'm William Stewart, and this is the Candy Stripe Calendar Report. Let's get right into all the IU sports action. On Friday, cross country has the Coaching Tree Invitational here in Bloomington starting at 10 a.m. At 2 p.m., the women's volleyball team sets off against Texas A&M in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And later on that evening, they face off against Tennessee Tech at 6. IU's field hockey team plays number 5 ranked in the nation, Iowa, at 5 o'clock in Iowa City, Iowa. And next, the women's golf team heads to Milwaukee, Wisconsin for the start of the Milwaukee Classic. Women's tennis is in Williamsburg, Virginia for the ITA Hall of Fame Classic. And men's tennis is in Durham, North Carolina for the Duke Bonk Invitational. And lastly, men's golf will be at Olympia Fields in Chicago for the Fighting Illini Invitational. On Saturday, IU football hosts Western Kentucky in an early slate game at noon. They're looking to top the Hilltoppers and extend their winning streak to 3. At 3:30, the women's volleyball team also plays Western Kentucky, who are ranked 21st in the nation. On Sunday, field hockey will host Longwood at 11 a.m. here in Bloomington at Tobias Field, and women's soccer hosts Penn State starting at 1. The men's soccer team will be out in Columbus, Ohio to take on the Buckeyes at 2. To round out Sunday, the women's golf team participates in the Badger Invite, which will take them through Tuesday the 20th. That's all for upcoming IU sports. For IUS TV Sports, I'm William Stewart. Have a good week, Hoosiers. While Nate spoke with them, I got to speak with the senior boys basketball players about this upcoming Friday. Let's hear how Sam, Kyle, Rick, Tyler, and Brody all are feeling before Friday. So Sam, how does it feel to be coming to the end of your 4-year journey with Sycamore basketball?
It feels kind of sad. I've been doing this for my entire life, so just thinking that it's coming to the end is making me kind of sad.
So Kyle, what was your favorite memory from these last 4 years?
I'd have to say Rick. Rick is definitely my favorite memory. He always is a joy at practice to be around, and he always makes practices way more fun.
Rick, what was your favorite memory from these last 4 years at Sycamore basketball?
Me probably guarding up Jed.
Tyler, how would you like to end this final season?
I'll just go as far as we can and get as many wins as we can.
So, Brody, what would it mean for you to come out on Friday and come to your senior night?
Oh, it'd mean a lot. You guys better be there Friday at 7, home against Plano. Thank you.
Now we'll transition to the winter sports, where Nate Miller caught up with the girls' basketball head coach, Coach Adam Wickness, and got his thoughts on the rest of their season. Let's go to Nate.
I'm Nate Miller here with Spartan TV, and we're interviewing Coach Wickness about girls' basketball season. So, Coach, what are your expectations for this team this season?
I think we've got some high expectations. So far, we're undefeated and playing really well. We've shown a lot of grittiness, a lot of toughness. We have long-term goals, but our short-term goal is always to go 1-0 every game that we play.
Just talk about, let's get into more of what you've seen this season from your players and from your team.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a no-quit attitude. We've been down a couple times in some games against really good teams, and we've stepped up and made plays when we need to and have come back and won a couple really close games against really good teams.
What players are you really looking to lead your team through the stretch of the season?
We've got a lot of girls who have a lot of experience on the varsity team back this year. Lexi Carlson, Evan Carrier. Our captains are Faith Feuerbach and Ella Shipley, and then Jakaya Thompson kind of is one of our anchors defensively. And Lexi's also one of our captains.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.